Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. It is currently about 10:30 at night on the 23rd of January, and we are expecting to have a very big storm sort of hitting early in the morning tomorrow and go all the way through tomorrow. So we're going to see basically what's about to happen. We'll see a little bit of the storm itself and maybe a little bit of the aftermath. But right now we're preparing to get the dogs inside. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Guys, like I mentioned in the intro there, we're preparing to get the dogs inside. We've got a couple of crates set up for Storm and Echo to sleep in tonight. We're expecting the storm to sort of like hit sometime early morning, and it's going to be fully here by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it was originally an amber weather warning. It has just been upgraded to red, so we're in the red zone. Me and Stacey just got warnings on our phones this afternoon to say that we'd been upgraded to a red warning area. I have explained this before in the past on this channel. Here in the UK we work on a sort of 3-level weather warning system: yellow, amber and red. So yellow weather warnings, for anybody who can't remember or is new here, a yellow weather warning is basically a minor weather warning. You can expect things like a little bit of disruption on the roads. You know, people are supposed to take a little bit of caution, a little bit more caution. Driving conditions may not be ideal. Amber weather warning is our medium sort of weather warning levels, so you can expect delays, public transport maybe to be cancelled. You can expect to take a lot of caution. It could be risky while you're out driving, and it's generally advised that you only make essential journeys. Red weather warning is the most serious weather warning that we have here in the UK. And a red weather warning basically means there is a potential for loss of life. So because we don't know when the storm's actually going to hit us, we're going to get the dogs in tonight. It is eerily calm outside right now, but it's better to get the dogs in now instead of the storm hitting us in the middle of the night and us not being prepared. So we're going to see what happens over the next few days. I'm going to go get the dogs in right now. You can see it's really calm right now. Almost no movement in the air at all. But that might not be the case tomorrow. Let these two get some last peas in. Go on, Nick. You can see we're doing some construction right now as well. Our drains have been blocked in the house, and we think we've got a blockage on the outside, so I doubt the storm's going to help that, but right, come on in. Go Ek, good boy. Stop. Who's brought mud in the house? That's a Speck's footprint. Guys, the dogs are in now, so I'll update you guys on what's happening in the morning. Hi guys, so it's about 7:30. It's a bit windy, but it's not bad yet. It's to be at its worst at around 10 o'clock today. There's some pretty big gusts. It's not really, but we'll see what it's like as it goes on. I've kept the dogs in the house right now. Probably get them out later when we're out and about checking the sheep, but I'm going to go feed the cattle first. There goes the potting shed. Oh well. There wasn't much in it. Most of this stuff is empty pots from last year. I think that's probably not gonna see much more time. Yep, I think it's time to get a new potting shed. Guys, that's me back home now for my breakfast. Get half an hour for my breakfast in the morning. As you can see, the wind has picked up a bit. It has been quite windy. It's supposed to be at its worst from about 10 o'clock onwards, so in maybe about an hour's time it's to be at its worst, and sort of on through the day after that. I was listening to the radio there, and the Scottish Government have issued a no travel order, so you're not supposed to travel today. The trains here in Scotland have been cancelled from 6 a.m. this morning till 6 a.m. tomorrow, and a lot of the businesses in Scotland are closed today. You can hear the wind, and I'm standing in the sheltered bit behind the house here. You can see how much these trees are moving. Hey, let's go. The birds are still out feeding. Mixes of crows, there's one flying there. Crows and wood pigeons still out flying. Guys, you can see the ewe hogs are still grazing on the top. It's actually, you can see those birds in the air. They're a flock of seagulls that have probably been blown off the coast. So there we go, it is 12 noon and it is pretty windy and it's wet, but I'd say that's all it is right now. It could get worse later, don't get me wrong, but we've had wind gusts here which have been 100 miles an hour in the last sort of like hour or so. But I mean, that's not unusual for Scotland at this time of year. And I mean, it is windy, but birds are still up flying. Even like the pigeons, the wood pigeons at the back of the house, they're not flying far, they're just flying from the wood to the field, but they're still flying, and sheep are still up grazing on the high ground. So I don't think it's really greasy out there, so like that sort of like top layer of dirt or grass or whatever is quite sodden, so the bike is definitely slipping around, it's throwing up mud and things. But we're doing fine right now. So guys, there we go, back in from work. Didn't film a lot afterwards. The wind got pretty bad. It's not been consistent, but wind gusts are now between 80 and 100 miles an hour. As you've seen there, dogs run. One of the old sheds, the roof actually lifted off. Now that shed is actually disused, so it's not too much of a problem. There was nothing inside it. So, but it did lift off. There's plenty of trees down. The wind has been pretty bad here in the afternoon. So Stacey, why are you hiding in here?
There's an electrical pole next to the front door. And I'm scared that the wind's gonna bring it down.
So that's basically it, guys. It's our electric's actually stayed on, which is actually unusual for our area. It's normally the first thing to go, so
You jinxed it.
I haven't jinxed it yet. But yeah, that's us in for the night. Dogs are obviously back in the house again tonight, so we'll just see what tomorrow brings now. The other side is Storm's kennel, but you can see this side is actually lifted off the base. This is why we bring the dogs in bad weather. See the back. So this should be out here somewhere. This front end should be down this way. The base is actually completely broken. This was Kate's kennel at one time. There's been no dogs in this kennel for a long time. The kennel's actually lifted up at the back there as well. Storm's side looks fine. We're gonna have to do some repair works. We've just been outside there and we have seen some of the damage which has happened around about the house. There's not overly that much damage to the farm as a whole, except for that shed and obviously quite a lot of trees and branches down. Dogs are back outside right now. Obviously Storm's kennel, well, the double kennel has broke free on the side that used to be Kate's kennel, which is no longer used. But Storm's side of it appears to still be structurally fine. So both dogs are back outside right now. We're probably going to have to bring Storm in at nights for a little while until we can repair the base on the other side and get that side of the kennel fixed down again. But all in all, we did not too bad. I mean, the storm sort of raged on for a while last night. Wind gusts were pretty strong. Our electric managed to stay on, but no severe damage here. The west coast of Scotland got it a lot worse than we did, because we are inland a good bit, and we're not down on that southwest coast. It had lost a lot of its sting by the time it had got across to us. So I feel like there's probably a lot more damage and a lot more happening on the west coast. We'll have to see what sort of happens throughout the day today, what gets revealed and what we learn. We have already learned that over in Ireland there has been at least one fatality, which appears to be somebody, a man who was hit with a fallen tree. I don't know if we're expecting anything more to come out in the news at any time, but yeah, our thoughts go out to that person's family. And that'll do for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.